Welcome back to Behind the ZCenes. So let's go into our first dungeon areas. So let's start with level 1 here, or the first level you go to. So this D map, level 1, is a NES dungeon. So it functions a little bit differently than an interior. So basically you set the appearance here. So it's palette 1, which I have set on the screen here. Set the music and all this stuff. Okay, so how doors work now, so I'll show you. So for NES dungeons like this, let's see, where are the doors? Doors. Being screen, I guess. Oh, here we go. I think it's in Tools in 210 and previous versions, but anyway. So, over here we have a wall. Up there we have walkthrough, and then open. So, this really only works in rooms with 4 walls on the perimeter of the room, like that. And whatever you put will always be in the middle of each wall. So, this is walkthrough, open, so you can have wall, locked, shutter, bumble, walkthrough, one-way shutter, which means that you won't be able to access the room adjacent to that door from this room. It will always be shuttered. And then a boss key lock. So the way you set that up, you go into graphics and then, let's see, door combo sets. So there's only one in classic right here, doors. So this is how you set up what they will all look like. So if you're using a different, I guess, tile set, or you're using a different style of dungeon, you'll need to maybe put doors in different places, or whatever. Well, you can do that anyways, but if you want to do that, and you have NES-style dungeons, what you need to do is go into Rules, and I believe it's in Animation. And no, it's not. Is it in Other? No. Where's that damn rule? Maybe I don't have it selected. NES fixes? Might be here. Oh, freeform dungeons right here. So you'll need that enabled to put doors in different places in an NES-style interior dungeon. In interior dungeons, it doesn't really matter. So, one of the differences between an NES dungeon and an interior is that whenever you walk into a room in an NES dungeon, it will start you right on this tile right here, so 2 tiles in. So you come in, you'll always start 2 tiles in. You'll just walk in automatically, 2 tiles in. In an interior dungeon, once you walk in, you'll have full control over yourself, so from this point right here. Okay, and another difference between interior dungeons and NES dungeons is that in NES dungeon, secrets are always temporary. Although I think you can switch that in 2.5 with screen data, maybe. Like here, enemy's secret is permanent. I don't know if that works though. I haven't really fooled around with NES dungeons that much in 2.5, so I'm not really sure about that. But in 2.10 and previous, in NES dungeons, secrets are always temporary. Alright, so yeah, this is a walkthrough up top, and here's where you get the raft. Let's see, I don't have any flags there. So the enemies here, we have 2 Aquamentuses, and the flags, enemies drop the items. So once you kill the enemies, the raft will appear and you can grab it. Let's see. Oh, there's a staircase right there. I think it's screen 80. Or is it screen 81? I don't know. Let's see, tile warp. Okay, screen 80. Yeah, screen 81 is a passage. Screen 80 is the item, so... you actually have to specify where the item is in screen 80, so... Let's see... Let me just put amulet or something. Alright, so it'll appear right there. But you can put that right there, there, whatever. And then in screen 81, this will apply to every single screen on this map. So on map 2, if you put a passageway, it will be this. So you can actually change this around, make different designs. I do that in Warrior of the Lost World, but I guess... You can also set enemies up here, but I think the default is just 4 keys. I forget if you need something to change that. I'll check that in Warrior of the Lost World, so just wait until then. But anyways, so screen 80, you get special item, which is a key, normal key. So actually, you don't need a guy here, guy or a string, but yeah, special item key, and also you push this block, and a door will appear. Or the door will open. So I think here in the screen data, let's see, where's the block shutters? Oh no, it's not a block shutters, it must be an enemy shutters. So the default for shutters will be that once you kill all the enemies, the shutters will open, but if you go into screen data here and put block shutters, then the shutters will depend on the block being moved to open it. Okay, so nothing really interesting there. We'll just go through all of here. So this is the boss room, and then here's the Triforce room. And how Triforce rooms work is when you pick up the Triforce, then it will activate the side warp. So set the side warp. You don't need to put any directions over here, but you need the side warp, and then this will take you back out to the overworld. But you can make it any screen you want to. So you can warp back to another screen in the dungeon, whatever. Just make sure you set the side warp and not the tile warps, because it is a side warp. Okay, so this just comes in from where you got the heart container outside. And here, I believe you need to move the block to open the shutters there. Yeah, block shutters. Okay, so that's where you get the raft. Here you get the compass. So you just push these blocks. I think flag 2 is just push the blocks any way you want. 4-way, yeah, 4-way, so push that way, push that way, and this up or down, you can get the compass. That's a walk-through wall. Here is I guess a bunch of water there, so you need the ladder to get through there, and you need the ladder to get the Triforce in this dungeon. So I think this is a trap room, or something, I don't know. Just some bombable walls. Another thing, when you're using NES dungeons, you want to put, like if you have a locked door here, you want to put the key or the locked door on the same side. I don't know if you have to, but it's just a good idea anyways to do it. Okay, so here's the map. So how the map works, you go into D-maps here, and in mechanics, you need to just click here, and that will activate a room that will appear on the map. And also, make sure that it lines up with, what you're doing. So you can go here, slide this around. So I have everything set up so that screen 70 is the entrance right here. So the bottom left one is the entrance. But if you want to change that, let's say you want it to be screen 73, you want it to be in the middle, sort of. So you just do like that, or 72. So if you do that, then 72, there. So if you do this, then everything will change. So you need to change the tile warp for the entrance to the level, and you also need to change this around. You need to change the map around, but I'll just put it back to the way it was. So right now this is screen 70. If I move it like this, then this screen will be screen 72. So just remember to fix that, if you need to. Alright, so that is the first level. So let's go on here. This is the Boomerang Dungeon. Nothing really interesting here. These rooms, just enemies, you get the key. So this is where I learned about secrets in NES dungeons being temporary, because I actually wanted the button to be over here, and then I think the key to be over here somewhere, so that when you hit the button over here, then these will go away, and then you can come around back over this way and come in through here, and then these will be gone. But you can't do that in NES dungeons, so I had to sort of change that around. And then you get a heart container here, I believe. You push this, and then this reveals a staircase. And here's the boss, and this is where you get the boomerang. Or, wait, do you get a key here, maybe? Let's see, special item. Yeah, you get a key. This is where you get the heart container. So you need to push that block, and then you get a heart container. And here's the boomerang. Alright. Okay, this is the screen where you get the shield, magical shield, but let's see, how does this work again? I think you go up here, and then I have a side warp, I believe. It goes over here. So this screen has a timed warp, and you'll have a bunch of Zoras shooting at you, I think, or maybe rocks. Is it Zoras? Zoras and falling rocks. Okay, so you just have to dodge the Zoras and the falling rocks for a while, and then I believe in screen data here, you have a time warp, so this is 600 ticks. One tick is 1/60th of a second, so yeah, it's 10 seconds, 600 ticks. So after 600 ticks, that will trigger the side warp. So side warp here, it will take you to the next screen, and then same thing, just less room to wiggle. And same thing here, and then it will take you to this screen where you can get the magical shield. But you need the ladder. Okay, so next, this is the candle dungeon. So it's where you start, and if you don't know, because you don't have the map, you won't really figure out that you need to walk through this wall to get a key. So you push the block after you kill the enemies, get a key. Nothing really that interesting here. Actually, this dungeon, I gave my first attempt at a custom boss, so this is a custom boss here. So you go in. Actually, where does custom boss start? Oh, right here. So you hit the switch. Let's see. Actually, you hit the switch there. Let's see. I already had the flags on, so. Oh, actually, this switch here is a stairs A, okay. Actually, in Trouble at Ganonco, I didn't know about direct warp, so every one of these will be stairs. So that takes you to the next one, where I believe it's... Oops. Yeah, it's a timed warp here, I believe. Yeah, so you have falling rocks and stuff coming at you, and then it will take you to the next screen, I believe here. So you just have to hit this switch, take you to the next screen, and so on and so forth. I guess go here, and then here, and then here, and then you get the heart container, and then because this isn't really genetically correct, I had to use the side warp here, which will go over to this room where you get the candle, and then this warp will take you outside. And I believe the door here is a one-way shutter, yeah, so you can't go back. So that would just be too messy. Okay, so over here, this is the slash dungeon. That's that screen that comes in from the Armos puzzle from the lake. Right here we have blue bubbles. Oops, didn't want to exit. So this goes to here. So we have red bubbles. No way to avoid them, so you're just going to have to lose your sword. And you just have enemies like keys and gels and stuff like that. Things that you can kill with a boomerang, so you just keep going. Here's a ladder puzzle. Actually, this is a side warp, isn't it? It's because I forced everything onto one map. I kind of sort of finagled everything in different places using side warps. I think there's ropes here, and then you go up here, unlock the door, and another key, go back over here. Oh, it's a different dungeon. So anyway, you go over here, and then there's a guy here, and this is room type, learn slash. So this is where you learn slash. And then over here, This is a Feed the Goria room, except it's not a Goria. So you need to get the bait, go in here, and then you go up here. And this screen, let's see, room type, secret money, so amount 50. So if you have the secret money thing here, I believe you can get it over and over and over and over again, so you can just come back out here, go back up here, get 50 rupees again, and yeah. Alright, so that's it for this episode of Let's Play, or I guess Behind the ZCenes. Next time I will continue on with my dungeons. Hopefully it'll go a little bit quicker, because I don't have as much to explain. But anyway, I will see you for more Behind the ZCenes.